Hi there. Today I would like to show you guys how to play 12-player co-op, add a ton of custom maps and custom weapons in Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter on PC. All the links shown in this video will be found in the comment section below. This video is divided into the following parts. 1. Download and install the base game along with any patch. 2. Run the game in compatibility mode. 3. Download and install Radmin VPN so that you can play 12-player co-op with your friends. 4. Back up your save game before installing any mods. 5. How to add custom maps to this game. This game comes with about 300 custom maps that you can play with your friends. 6. Add all sorts of custom weapons and modifications and also change the appearance of your character with all sorts of skins. And 7. The Discord where you can find other players to play this game with. So without further delay, let's get started. Step 1. Download and install the base game. If you go to google.com and search for Groff Steam Discussions, it will take you to this link where the guys will tell you that it is not possible to buy this game on Steam or Ubisoft Connect. So your best bet is to download it from a link such as this one, which is found in the comment section below. Or if this link does not work, then look it up on Proxy Bay or 1337X or any of the other torrent websites that you might be familiar with. Now in my case, I will go to the mega link, right click on the Warfighter zip file, click on download and select standard download. Now once it is downloaded, you have a compressed zip file over here. You want to right click on this file and click on extract all. In my case, I have already extracted the files here. Once you go in, you will see an Advanced Warfighter PC directory. Go inside that directory, click on the setup folder here, and notice that there is a setup application file over here. Click on that, click yes, and the installation wizard has started. It is asking me to pick a language. I will select English, click next, I accept the terms of the agreement, click next. Now it is asking me a CD key over here. If you go back to that same directory, you would notice that there is a readme file here which has the keys mentioned inside. So you want to copy those keys, go back to the installation wizard, paste it, click next, and I'm going to select C drive as the directory where the game gets installed. Click next and click install. Now this might take a while depending on your machine, but if everything goes well, you should see this option that says, do you want to create a shortcut? I will click yes, and I will click on never registered, click OK, and now the game wants to install DirectX 9, which is required for playing it. I will click yes on this, and hopefully you get this message that says DirectX install was successful. I will click OK, and I will click finish. Now keep in mind that the game automatically tries to install this AGR physics driver here, and this might give an error depending on your machine. So if you get this error, that's perfectly fine. It still works properly as far as I can tell. So click OK, and now you need to install the 1.35 patch. Now if you downloaded the game from the mega link here, then you already have the patch as part of the setup. Just click on the patch and install it. If not, then you'll have to go to Google and search for 1.35 patch for this game and download it from any of these websites where you can find the patch. In my case, let me install the setup here. Click yes, click OK. It says this version is already up to date. Continue anyway. I will click yes, click next, accept the agreement, click next, and I will select the option that says I own the DVD or CD version of the game. Click next and install it in the same directory as my game. Click next and click install. Now this might take a few seconds, but you should be able to see this message that says it was successfully installed. Click finish. Now the last step would be to put the 1.35 crack inside the game. If you downloaded it from the mega link, then you should have this directory called 1.35 crack, inside which you will find this GRAW file that we need to replace. If you downloaded it from elsewhere, just go to Google and search for the 1.35 no CD crack on Game Copy World, and it should take you to this link over here where you need to look for the 1.35 no CD exe here, and click on this icon, and it'll take you to one of the mirror websites where you click on that and click on the first mirror, and it should start downloading. And that's the file fit-graw.rar, which has the crack inside. Now if this site looks a bit shady, don't worry about it. It's a 20-year-old website, so it's perfectly trustworthy as far as I can tell. So once I close these links, in my case, I'll just go back to this file here after downloading, copy this from that setup folder, go to the folder where I installed the game, which would be C, Program Files, Ubisoft, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter here, and I will paste this and click replace, click continue, and that should complete the setup. Now immediately, just right click on this, go to properties, go to compatibility here, and run this program under compatibility mode for say Windows XP Service Pack 3. Now you will have to experiment which version of Windows XP or Windows 7 this would work nicely with in case you get any bugs or glitches or crashes. So I'm going to select SP3 and click on run as administrator here, click apply and click OK. Now select the standalone file and do the same thing. Go to properties, compatibility, run as SP Service Pack 3 or 2 or whatever it is, and click on run the program as admin, click apply, click OK. So at this point, the base game is completely set up, and we can verify that by minimizing everything, going to the desktop and clicking on the shortcut here. You click yes, this should launch the game now. So once you're in the game, you want to go to the options here and change your video settings. I'm going to set it to 1920 x 1080. Click on advanced settings here and change all these things. I'll select an aspect ratio of 16:9. Click apply. And now I can go back to controls, take a look at that, check audio settings, check the game settings here, verify if everything is according to your choices. Go back to the main menu, select the profile at the bottom, click on default and create a new profile, or you can import your existing save game over here. So I'm going to quit the game first, go to the desktop where I have my save game directory, which contains the save game DSL files. Go up one level, copy this folder, go to C drive, program files x86 Ubisoft, Advanced Warfighter, settings, profiles, and I will paste this over here, click continue. And now if I start the game, I should be able to see my save games. So if I go to the game now, click on default, notice that my profile Viv's Danger is over here, click on OK, and if I go to campaign, I should be able to continue and check all my previous saves. Now exit the game and let us set up step 3 to play co-op. Go to google.com and search for Radmin VPN. Click on the link and click on free download. In my case, I already have it downloaded here. So I'm just going to click on the setup file and click yes over here. Click install, and once it starts up, you should be able to see a screen like this. Click on join network, go to gaming network and search for Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter here. Turns out there are 2 of them. Click join, and you and all your friends need to do this exact step so that you can see each other in game. Then start the game. Notice this number on the bottom left which says 1.35. This should be the number on all of your games. Otherwise you won't be able to join each other. To host a co-op campaign match, click on multiplayer, click on the LAN server, call it whatever you want, select the mode here to be cooperative and click on create. And your friend should go to multiplayer and they should be able to see the server and click on join and they would be in. Now if you want to join your friend, then ask them to create the session in the same way. Now this time my friend has created the cooperative campaign session, and if you wait a few seconds on the screen, it will automatically refresh and show their session. You select the session here, click on join, and you should be in their game. Now this here is the 4-player co-op campaign mode with a total of 11 missions. Remember that if you have all 4 players and if one of you dies, you won't be respawning back in this mode. If you have less than 4 players, then you will respawn as many times as you have AI teammates. So the other mode that you can play on multiplayer is the OGR Cooperative mode. For that, you go and select the option here that says OGR Cooperative. Now this is a 12-player co-op mode where you can set the max players over here. You can also control the number of times you respawn. I'm going to set that to 99. Length of the match, I'll again set that to 999, and I can select the maps over here. Currently there are only 3 maps here by default, and I'm going to add more maps. There are almost 300 maps that you can play with your friends in this mode here. What you also want to do is go on the right and select this option that says match starts when all the players are ready, because by default it will start only if you have all 12 players. So I'm going to change that to all players are ready here. Select the winning condition as recon here. I'm not sure what the other option does. You can also modify the kill restrictions and disable snipers and grenade launchers and frag grenades and other stuff. I'm going to keep them as it is, and I'm going to click on create over here. Now once I do, my friend will be able to see the session there and click on join. In the meantime, I can go to the inventory here and notice that I have only a few weapons for my primary and secondary here. So I'll select the primary weapon, go to the secondary, select my secondary loadout here, and we are going to change these weapons with the custom mod that will install for weapons. Select the third slot here, add an extra ammo pack for my primary weapon, and I'm going to click on done at the bottom right. Once my friend selects their inventory and clicks on done, you can click on this option here that says start in the base, and you should see the option that says match starts in about 5 seconds. And notice that pirate app is over here. So I'm going to exit this and now install custom maps. You and your friends need to exit the game first. Go to that mega link and notice the one that says custom maps. Right click on it and select download and click on standard download here. At the same time, you can find more maps here if you go to the ghostrecon.net forums, or as I would recommend, graw.oldschoolfun.eu is a nice website with a bunch of maps. You go to the bottom of this page, you will notice that there's a folder called custom maps. You click on this folder, you'll have to download each map one by one by clicking on it, and it'll save you to the downloads directory. Go back and select the big map pack here, which has more than 300 maps on it. I'm going to cancel that. But remember that some of the maps might give you errors, so you might want to copy the maps here one by one. But the mega link here, I have verified all the maps work. So you should be having about 85 maps here that all work properly. So in my case, I have the download that is complete. I'm going to go to the downloads directory here, select the custom maps archive, right click on it, click on extract all, and click extract. So once the folder is opened, I'll go inside, copy all these bundle files, go to C drive where my game is installed, program files x86, Ubisoft, Advanced Warfighter, go to custom levels directory here, and I want to paste these files here. Now remember that the more maps that you load, the longer it would take for the game to start. And you might not be able to see all the maps when you scroll inside the game, because when you start multiplayer and go to OGR Cooperative, notice that this drop down that lets you select maps gets cut off. So you might want to put maybe only 20 maps at a time and cycle through them. And you and all your friends need to have the same maps in order to be able to play with each other. And this brings us to the final part of the video that covers installing the weapon mods. Now before we do that, you want to take a backup of your save game, because in case things go wrong, then you don't want to lose your progress. So go to the program files x86 directory, Ubisoft, Advanced Warfighter, and take a look at the settings folder here. And there's profiles. You can either back this entire directory up, save it to Google Drive or something, or you can go inside and select a specific profile and save that to Google Drive. Now that is done, go back to this website, graw.oldschoolfun.eu, go to the bottom and take a look at this mod that says mod combination RC2. This is the one you want to download. In my case, I already have it downloaded. Extract the file and go inside, which has this single exe file over here. Make sure that the game is exited when you're doing this. So click on that, click yes, click next, next here again, click on I agree, click next, and select the directory here where your game is installed. In my case, it's the default location, so I'm going to leave it as it is. Click on next, click on start, and wait for a few seconds. Now at this point, the installation is complete. It says view readme. I'm going to skip for now. Click on next and click on exit over here. Now go back to the main menu, go to apps, and you should see this option that says GRAW mod combination RC2. Now click on this readme file here, and it will show you exactly what this mod does. So a couple of things that I want to change in this mod. First of all, it comes with its own intro apart from the Ubisoft logo, and I would like to remove that. Go to RC2 combination, select this option that says intro switch, and notice it says 2 as intro movie disabled. So I'm going to type 2 here and hit enter and click on yes, and that should take care of removing the intro there. I would also like to change my uniform in the game for the co-op single player and the OGR cooperative mode, and click on this option that says uniform switcher here, and I'm going to select the one that says black uniform. So I'll press 2 here and hit enter and click on yes. Now I'm not sure what the AI switcher does. I tried tweaking a few options here, but I don't see any changes in the game. If you find something, do let me know in the comments below. Now HUD switch, once again, you can disable the HUD if you want. Now you have to start the game every single time through that mod exe file. Notice that it has its own exe over here. And if you go to properties, I have not set this on compatibility mode because I think it starts the normal exe file of GRAW, which is already running on compatibility mode. So I'll just start this directly. Click on yes here. And remember that depending on how many custom maps you have, plus this mod itself, it takes about 2 to 3 minutes to load the game, and you will see nothing but a black screen for that duration with a spinning wheel. And that is fine, okay? That if you see the game at the end of this, that means everything is good. Okay, so that black screen lasted for almost 2 minutes, but the game has finally started. Now let me go to campaign and show you guys that all this stuff works. So go to play mission here. I'm going to select the second mission and click on start. So as soon as we see the weapons section here, notice that we got all the fancy weapons unlocked. Now if you started an existing save game that you were playing without this mod, then it might not have these weapons. So I had to restart the mission here. I'm going to select an M4A1 carbine with ACOG sight and a grenade launcher as my primary here. Click on equip. Go to my secondary. Select an MRC assault rifle with ACOG again. Click on equip. Go to the tertiary ammo pack for the primary weapon. Click on equip, and I'm going to click done here. So now that the map has finished loading, notice how my squad members got the custom black uniform. And I have also equipped the grenade launcher here, and I'm going to fire straight at the enemy over there. And there's my ACOG sight. The weapons are pretty badass, and they change the scope of the game completely because all those guys are dead. So this works on co-op campaign in the same way. So let me exit this and show you guys a custom map on OGR Cooperative with the same type of custom loadout. So back in the game, I'm going to click on multiplayer, create a LAN server for OGR Cooperative, and select the map, Urban Resistance over here. Keep the number of rounds to 1, max players to 12, max deaths to 99, minutes to probably 999, and start the match when all the players are ready here. And I'm going to click on create. So back in the game, Pirate app has joined my lobby. I can click on the inventory option here, and notice once again we got all our fancy toys. So once I'm ready and selected my loadout, I'll go and click on done here at the bottom right, and click on start and base and ask your friend to do the same. So back in the game, the map has loaded, and here is Pirate app, and you can start playing around with all your fancy weapons now. And you got almost 300 to 400 maps in this game. Should make things pretty interesting for your friends on co-op. Yes. And you are more than welcome to experiment with your skins and other settings. Now remember, for some reason, if this mod does not work, then you might want to go back and uninstall the mod. Just make sure that you exit the game while you remove the mod. Go to Programs and Features here, and you should be able to see the mod combination RC2 and just click uninstall and remove it. Now, if you're wondering where to find players, then you know exactly where to come. Here's a QR code to our Discord where we play GRAW, Rainbow Six Vegas 1, 2, and other co-op tactical shooter games out there. So if you go to our server on Discord, you will notice that there is an event tab here at the top where you will find upcoming events. For example, we got a GRAW co-op event in about 4 hours at the time of making this video, and these events keep happening every weekend. So this time shown here is in your local time. So make sure that you mark yourself interested and show up for our event. And remember that if you have any issues with the game, you might want to check this PC gaming wiki page for Advanced Warfighter, where it talks about a lot of things and how to skip and how to save and many other stuff. So thank you for watching, and see you guys on Discord, and have a great day.